Good morning. It is Tuesday, something, March the 25th. We're just getting our day started. It's spring break for the kiddos, so everything is a little bit pushed back farther than what we normally do. Yeah, we're just getting some stuff going. So hope you are having a great Tuesday so far. Today, wanted to talk. We missed yesterday, did not get on yesterday. Busy day. Just getting the day start or the week started. Basically, got a lot of planning to do for the real job, for social media management and stuff like that. So I had a couple meetings and things like that. So didn't get on live yesterday, but we are here today. Welcome. Thank you for being here. Just wanted to touch base a little bit about some of the March Madness stuff. Not a ton of upsets, a few here and there, but we did not get the Cinderella going on to the Sweet 16. I think there's only like 4 conferences in the Sweet 16. The SEC, which got 1,000 teams, at Big 10, Big 12, and the ACC, which is being supported by Duke because Carolina decided to not play a half of basketball. Tried to make a run at the end, but it was too much. But anyway, my question is March Madness dead? Is it? Because with the NIL, these small mid-major teams that we usually see making a run, Northern Illinois or Northern Iowa, Butler. Butler's not a mid-major, but it kind of is. And I'm here, so I can say that. But these mid-majors that we see make a run with these athletes that are juniors and seniors, and they've got their team that's been together for 4 years, is not happening. Because if you're a mid-major and you've got a couple studs that are freshman, sophomore, even junior, they're getting scooped up by the big schools today. The transfer portal opened yesterday, which is the dumbest thing ever. JJ Watt had a great tweet. He said that's like NFL free agency starting the week after wild card weekend, which is exactly right. But the idea that the transfer portal is open and most people are kind of getting scooped up to these big schools. So if you're a big school and you see a mid-major playing well with a couple really, really good athletes, you're going to go in there and try to increase their NIL, increase their visibility, increase their social footprint, and give them money to come to your big school. So the small schools really, unless they catch lightning in a bottle like Butler or Hoosiers or something like that, are they ever going to make a run in the NCAA tournament again? I mean, it's going to be really, really challenging because the mid-majors that have they have a couple really good underclassmen with a couple upperclassmen. That's kind of the recipe for those mid-majors to make a run to the Final Four, like George Mason and a few others that we've seen. But that's never going to happen again because if I'm Indiana, if I'm North Carolina, I see, let's just use Indiana for example, because that's where we are. If I see Ball State down the street with a couple good sophomore players, I'm going to go to these players and say, well, you made what, $100,000 on NIL at Butler or Ball State? How does 600,000 feel? How does 800,000 feel? And they're going to immediately take a sharp left down to Bloomington. So that's not just happening here; it's happening everywhere. The coaches are leaving. There was one Vanderbilt player that announced his eligibility into the transfer portal from like the locker room right after they lost. The coach that went to NC State, I mean, he basically made the announcement like an hour or two after they lost. So it's really, really crazy. The world of college basketball is literally insane. But we got a fun Sweet 16 here in Indianapolis. We've got some amazing matchups. We've got Kentucky and Tennessee. We've got Purdue versus Houston. A lot of local feel to that. Obviously, Purdue is right down the road. There are going to be a ton of Boilermaker fans there. Kentucky, a little bit further down the road, but those guys travel. Fun fact, I went to a Kentucky Cincinnati, I think, first round game when we had the RCA Dome way back in the day. Whew, it was insane. These cats were literally yelling and screaming at each other. The redneck in front of me was not happy with us cheering for Cincinnati, but it was quite a battle. So Tennessee, Kentucky, they will have a ton of fans there, and then Houston, Purdue. Denham Shirt is coaching for Houston. Used to coach at IU. Nobody here around here has got a good feel about Kelvin Sampson because of what happened with him in Bloomington, but he is here. He's ready to roll, and yeah, it'll be really entertaining. Last time I checked, tickets were close to like $400 to $500, and in a football stadium, you are up. I mean, you're sitting at like the goal line, and you're looking down about the 30 or 40 on the other end to see what you can find for basketball. So really crappy seats are available, really expensive to get those. But yeah, so that's what's going on in the tournament. My Tar Heels, I'm going to talk about them, of course. They did not play basketball for a half and then tried to come back against Ole Miss. Ole Miss looks really good. They kind of blew out Iowa State. Actually, they did. They didn't kind of. Duke looks to be awesome. Florida hung in there. If I was picking anybody right now, I'd pick Duke or Florida. The Duke pick makes me want to throw up. But yeah, really entertaining tournament so far. Not exciting. I would just call it entertaining because the excitement level, that Colorado State game was awesome with the two buzzer beaters. Watching Coach Cal and Patino was fun. But yeah, I mean, it's one of those things where you're not ever going to get, I just truly don't think you're ever going to get those Cinderellas making runs all the time because the NIL's killed that. The big schools are going to swoop in and take over that. So anyway, so that's college basketball. You got a new coach. My opinion is I think they rushed. I don't think I think he's a good coach, but I think they could have done better. I liked the guy from Drake. I liked a couple other guys out there. Sean Miller left Xavier Ucken. It's funny that Sean Miller is a stud at Xavier, goes to Arizona, is really good, but gets in a lot of trouble, goes back to Xavier. When he's there, he's like, here, I'm a Musketeer for life, and then the first big college that calls, he's out the door. Texas is different, I know that, but just kind of funny, these people that just keep going, leaving schools. But yeah, that's what's going on. It's a slow morning. What is it? 41 degrees here in the heartland. Cold spring break week. A lot of friends are down in Florida, so we're jealous of that. Getting ready to start some live streams on the channel. We're going to live stream baseball all day. May take a break in the middle. May have some stuff going on, which may take me away from the old streaming aspect. But yeah, that's what we're going to do. We're going to get our day started. So yeah, let me know what you think. What do you think is what are your thoughts on the tournament so far? Again, it's been fun. It hasn't been exciting. It's been good. It's been entertaining. It's been fun. Very chalky, but that's okay. That's okay. We'll see what's going on. I don't know. We'll see how good Houston is. I think Houston's really good. I really do. I think they could win this regional. Purdue's played really well. Braden Smith obviously is the catalyst. He's a heck of a point guard. The interesting part of that in our region here, Kentucky has beaten Tennessee twice. Tennessee's the better seed, but it's really interesting to see what will happen there. So anyway, all right, well, that's it. We're going to get the day started, get some work going. Thanks for being here. Appreciate all of you. Comment below. Let me know what you think of the tournament, what you think the best matchup is coming up. I'm not going to ever bet against Ole Miss ever again because they looked really good. So thanks for being here. Appreciate all of you. Have a great Tuesday. See you later.